So I've given myself a little personal challenge, a 30-day challenge to get more comfortable with talking to the camera. I watched a YouTube video yesterday that talked about doing this sort of 30-day challenge, and I thought it's a really good way of just getting more comfortable with talking to the camera, presenting, lifting my skills. But then for me, probably the most important thing is to actually put that content out there. That's my biggest stumbling block at the moment. So to give myself something to talk about, a topic, hit up ChatGPT and prompted it to give me 30 ideas or 30 topics to talk about for the next 30 days with the background theme, I guess, being adventure riding. It's what I do for business. It's one thing I'm passionate about. And so I figured that was a good base to give me something to focus on and talk about. So ChatGPT gave me for week one the foundations and personal insights about adventure riding. And the first thing I should be talking about is why I love adventure riding. So share my personal story and passion. So my passion for adventure riding, I guess, really started at a young age, growing up on the farm. My dad bought me, first mini bike when I was, I think, about 7 years old. And I was really fortunate that I had a big farm to ride around on, thousands of acres, basically a couple of thousand acres. And I had a series of little Honda mini bikes as I was growing up. And they become a bit of a work tool for me. Growing up on the farm, we always had sheep to chase and getting around the farm. So the motorbikes were a tool to be used for transport or for getting work done, but also a lot of fun. As I became a bit older, I started taking those adventures a little bit further, all those rides a little bit further, and they did become mini adventures. We had massive big state forest straight behind our farm over the rickety old timber bridge, and we could go out past the little extension to the farm that was leased from state forest, and there was an old mulberry tree there on the side. Used to ride out through that part of the farm over the river, and then had many thousands of kilometres to explore in the state forest there on the Murray River and the Gulper Creek where our farm was based. So that's where my adventures started. As I became older, getting into school and things, I actually had motorbike down in Melbourne for the last couple of years at school, and that was pretty unique. None of my friends had licenses because I had a license in New South Wales. I was able to get it younger and earlier. And really that's where all the passion started. And then in around 2011, it became a full-time business for me. My wife and I were running a web and graphic design business at the time. One of our clients was BMW. I'd always worked around the motorcycle industry, and so we were doing web design work for BMW, and they approached us to run their BMW Safari events, which were week-long adventure rides for BMW customers. So we took that challenge on, and that's where the business machine grew from. So in the last, 14 years now, pretty much. 2025 now, we started the business in 2011. So for 14 years, we've been running adventure tours both in Australia and all over the world, which I'm really proud to say that. So adventure riding has become my job, but I'm still passionate about that exploring and that travel on motorcycles. For me, riding motorcycles, a lot of it is about pushing your limits, physically and your skills, challenging those limits, but then it's also about the travel aspect. I love seeing new places. I get sick of going around small circles. So for me, getting out and exploring, seeing new places, that's one of the things that keeps driving me. And I guess the other thing that keeps driving me, keeps me passionate about it, is sharing those experiences with other people. So we've met a lot of great people now over the years, and a lot of them I call friends now. We just here in our local town, we've got a lot of friends that we've met through adventure riding, and I probably wouldn't have had that opportunity. Excuse me, we wouldn't have had that opportunity to meet those people if it wasn't for adventure riding, and riding motorcycles. And there seems to be a common thread, I guess, with the people that we do meet through riding, the type of people that motorcycle riding attracts. They're cool people, which I love that aspect of it. So we've got more adventures planned this year. We're going to Europe for a couple of tours and then other countries. And that's really what I want to keep doing, keep exploring this world, taking people on adventures with me. And I guess that's one of the reasons I'm doing this talking to camera piece, is that I recognise I can only reach so many people coming on the tours with us or physically meeting people. So I want to start using talking to camera as a vehicle to help me reach a greater spread of people around the world through putting videos up on YouTube or on our own website, and whether that's sharing the adventures or perhaps training people. This is one of my goals for doing this 30-day challenge in presenting to people online. Okay, well that last one ended a little bit abruptly because the SD card got full. So I'm just going to wrap it up by saying my passion for adventure writing is still strong. It's meeting all these great people, traveling the world. That's what keeps me firing, and it keeps me wanting to find new places and keep doing this. So over the next 30 days, I'm going to keep on elaborating on different topics around adventure writing with the purpose of helping me become more confident talking to the camera. But as I touched on before, one of the most important things I want to try and get out of this next 30 days is actually uploading content publicly, putting it out there on YouTube, whether I put it on my own personal YouTube channel or whether I put it on the machine channel. Don't know yet. This probably is relevant for a lot of people that follow machine, but equally, this is more about me. I want to develop my own skills. So let's see where this goes over the next 30 days.